So this video was supposed to drop yesterday, however, couldn't get it out, and I want to go over the all 22 of the Philadelphia Eagles versus the San Francisco 49ers games. Now, I still really like this win because there were a lot of things that went against the Eagles going to the West Coast, all the injuries on the line and at wide receiver, the drama around Doug, and lastly, all the negativity around Carson Wentz, and we were able to pull it out. Let's talk about it. What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. If you are new to the channel and love talking Philly sports every single day, go right ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn on post notifications so you know when I go live or drop some content. On that note, if you believe the Philadelphia Eagles are going to build off this win, smash that like button. With all that being said, let's jump into today's topic. So today, I want to go over some of the all 22. Like I said, I normally do this yesterday, but we got busy, but we did a live stream. Shout out to everybody who came through. But let's get into some of the grouping we did in this game, which was a lot different than week 1, 2, and 3, and maybe we could build off it. Let's get into the personnel grouping first. So against the San Francisco 49ers, the Eagles played 60% 11-man personnel, which was 35 plays in this game. And we all know 11-man personnel is 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, and 1 running back. When it comes to the go-to package, 12-man personnel, we only played it 26% of the time this game, which was 15 plays. And as we all know, that's 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends, and 1 running back. We did play some bigger packages, 21-man personnel, 9%, which was 5 plays. And as you all know, that's 2 receivers, 1 tight end, and 2 running backs. And we also played 22 personnel, which is 1 receiver, 2 tight ends, and 2 running backs. So Doug Peterson did switch it up with not playing as much 12-man personnel as we played the first 3 weeks. Was it him just switching it up, or was it because no Dallas Goedert and Richard Rodgers does things well, but he's not Dallas Goedert? However, with us having limited wide receivers, it was strange to see him trust them as much as he did, but I liked how it looked for the Philadelphia Eagles. As for the 21 and 22, he kept 2 running backs on the field more than he normally does. However, one of them running backs was Adrian Killins. We saw him in motion constantly in this game. Almost every time we were in that package, he motioned Adrian Killins. Now, we only gave him 1 handoff, 1 pass, and he didn't do really good, and the Eagles go ahead and waive him. So, will we still see 2 running back sets with Boston Scott and Miles Sanders, which I think could pay dividends, which it did down the stretch of last season, helping Carson Wentz get some checkdowns if the pass rush is there for whatever team we're going against. And we will talk about the Steelers pass rush, which is way better than the 49ers was because they're not injured. They got TJ Watt and Bud Dupree, but we'll get into that. But let's jump into the all 22 and let's check out my guy Carson Wentz and this defense that pretty much took the game over. Roll the tape. This play right here is simple but creative to get Carson out of the pocket. You have Zach Ertz doing a slant, same with Greg Ward, just a little bit heavier, deeper slant, and the guy up top does a comeback route. They're going to fake the pitch to Miles Sanders, which makes the defense jump. Look at all 3 linebackers, jump to the left, which gives Greg Ward a step, and Carson hits him on the run for an easy completion. Look at this replay. When Carson hikes the ball, he sells this fake very well, but all 3 linebackers slide to the left, giving Greg Ward Jr. a step. The guy can't change direction quick enough, and Greg Ward Jr. is going to have a step, and Carson on the run is one of the best passers in the game. Here is the interception that Carson threw, the tip ball. But look, he's doing what he was doing all game, making something out of nothing. And look how wide open Greg Ward is. This is a bang play. If it goes our way, we're congratulating him. So I cannot fault him on this pick. That's what he saw, a wide open Greg Ward. So he did not tuck it down and take the sack. Again, half a second more, and that's a completed pass. This play here is nothing special, but Carson reads it, so he motions Miles Sanders, and he realizes that guy comes over, brings him back. Now, he doesn't have him block. He says, you go out for a route, but he's watching. He can tell it's man-to-man, how they're lining up. One safety, can't cover both sides. So once he hikes this ball, he's going to realize both these guys are coming, give it to my check down who has a lot of room to run. Perfectly done. Something that he don't really look at when the blitz is coming. But watch this replay. Again, look with the blitz coming, how the offensive line held up. The offensive line, everybody had a man one-on-one, and they were able to hold up on their blocks. We all remember this play, but it was perfectly done. Once Carson hikes the ball, look how the linebackers respect the handoff from Boston Scott. I mean, everybody crashes, which leaves Carson to pull it up and run it in. Now, there's a safety there. A lot of people would slide. Carson Wentz says, nope, give me that. Put the move on him. Like I said, look how the linebackers respect the run because we were able to move the ball with the run. Here you got Carson Wentz in the shotgun. You got the top receiver running the comeback route. Zach Ertz is going to run a post route. The inside receiver is just going to run out to the flats. And John Hightower is going to run a comeback route like the other guy. But he sees Carson Wentz is in trouble. He fits right in the zone and gets a easy pass. Again, that's a rookie doing that. Doesn't do the comeback route and goes in the open spot of the zone because he sees it. And Carson Wentz, again, pressure up the middle, does Houdini like he did all game and completes it to John Hightower. On this play, again in the shotgun, Carson Wentz is going to look and he sees everybody's covered perfectly man-to-man. One of his receivers fell down. So what does Carson do? He does what Carson Wentz did all throughout his career, which we haven't seen much. He just starts making something out of nothing. Now, people want him to throw the ball away, but look, he gets a 20-yard completion to Boston Scott because the players continue to play and Carson Wentz continues to play. Now, he has to know when to give up and when not to, and it's a fine line, but we need to see this Carson because this is when he's at his best. Completion to Boston Scott. This play was huge because it was the 4th down conversion. Here we go. Travis Fulgham at the bottom of the screen running the go route. Then you got Zach Ertz at the bottom in the slot running an inside fake to the outside, which normally is his first read. Then you got Deontay Burnett running a dig route across the middle. And Greg Ward Jr. really running a pick route to the flats, but he brings it back in case John Hightower don't get open. That's the second read. But John Hightower on the slant after the pick beats Jason Verrett on a crucial play. Carson Wentz in the pocket, just delivers it right to the chest of John Hightower. No flinching. I like that play on 4th down. I believe you got John Hightower at the top of the screen running the post route. I think that is Greg Ward Jr. this time in the slot running a dig route. You got Zach Ertz running the comeback route and Travis Fulgham running a go route. On this play, you see Carson Wentz drop back, no hesitation, in the pocket, drop a dime to Travis Fulgham. You guys know the saying, when you're even, you're leaving. And Carson Wentz threw the ball as soon as he saw he was even, dropped a dime, perfectly thrown ball in the pocket. Carson Wentz delivers at the end. Now let's go to the defense. Here you got cover 1. You got Nathan Gary watching the middle, the deep safety watching the backfield. But he's going to lean to the top side of the screen because he trusts Darius Slay at the bottom more than the other guys. And it's just going to be great coverage. And the front four really get at him and they collapse the pocket. He has nowhere to go with the ball. And I believe it was Derek Barnett with this sack. Watch the replay. You're going to see here, Fletcher Cox gets double teamed. So that means Brandon Graham, Javon Hargrave, and Derek Barnett get one-on-one. Javon Hargrave beats his guy. Fletcher almost beats both of them. And Derek Barnett beats his guy. It's just total chaos. Here's another sack, but I believe it was a blown assignment that we just took advantage of. As you see, the center that I got circled, once the ball snapped, he's going to block for a second and get off his block and get upfield after the quarterback fakes the handoff. It would have been a perfect block to the left if the running back was running there, but it was a pass play. Now we got the first interception of the game. As you see, he rolls out. This is what happens. The pressure is coming by Jannard Avery, and the guy he's throwing to is getting underneath route covered by the linebacker, and Ronnie McLeod's going. When the pressure gets too close and hits him, he sails it. Ronnie McLeod picks it up and runs for a nice little gain on the return of an interception. Watch the replay. Here it comes. He's going to roll out. Jannard Avery is instantly in his face, just throws it up there, and it sails to Ronnie McLeod. Perfectly done by the defense. On this turnover, you kind of got a cover 2 look, but they're going to blitz the cornerback and the linebacker. The bunch stack is up top, so most of the zone's going to head that way. And what you see is there's going to be a guy open in the middle, but since he's rolling, the coverage is there. It holds it up, and Cravion gets a strip sack that Malik Jackson falls on. Perfectly drawn play. Like I said, Jim Schwartz blitzes, but it's timely blitzes from Jim Schwartz. So as you see, Carson Wentz was able to get the job done. He only threw for a $193, but the situational football kicked in for both Doug Peterson and Carson Wentz, and we were able to get out of there with a W. Again, everything that was going on with the Philadelphia Eagles, having to travel, COVID-19, all the drama around our head coach and quarterback, and we overcame it just in enough time to come home and play Pittsburgh, where I believe our defense is going to match up with our offense pretty good, having Darius Slay watch Juju, and I think Jalen Mills complements Darius Slay pretty good, and you got Kavon Wallace and Marcus Epps in there. Again, linebacker is always shaky, but if the D-line plays like that, you're going to get good play from every position, just feeding off the D-line. But I want to talk about TJ Watt real quick. Bud Dupree and Hayward, they're going to come at this young, inexperienced offensive line. We got away with some stuff against San Fran, but I'm telling you, Jordan Mailata, Matt Pryor, Nate Herbig are going to be tested in this game. So Doug's going to have to continue to roll the pocket and play smart. Keep it simple, but keep it creative. And if you stay balanced with the run game and the play action and the bootlegs, they will fall for it. The linebackers, seeing a guy like Carson, seeing a guy like Miles, especially when you keep two running backs in the backfield, use motion, it disturbs the linebackers. It disturbs the second level. So continue to window dress, continue to do pre-snap motions and all that stuff. Now, this is not my preview. We're going to go over a lot more, but I'm kind of interested in it because coming off a win, we feel good. Now, like I said, I think the offense is going to struggle against this defense, but Carson will shine in certain spots and maybe overcome this. This is going to be a close game. I think we always play Steelers tough. And again, I think our defense can really take it to the next level, continue to swarm the quarterback. Big Ben is not the same as it used to be, but that's all I'm going to say for that. Like I said, I got the preview coming out Thursday, and we going to chop it up with a live stream Friday. Hopefully, we can get a Philly Talk Nation live stream, but I appreciate you guys 100%. We on the road to 6K. We are 16 subscribers away from 6K. Shout out to you guys. Until next time, you guys know what time it is. We out.